Alright, it started. Let's do October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby. Hmm. Hmm. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix! Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel so particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. May call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. Ugh. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Ugh. Just get a washcloth to your face. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai noob raffle. Edgeworth isn't. The Salmonella. I'm a director of television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix! Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. He doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from 9 a.m. that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 p.m. During the meeting, well, I'm sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. A day at the Moida. Oh. Sorry about that. Find that morning. Alright, hold it! Is that when you always come to work? Oh, no. I come in at all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know about the freaks in your industry. Oh, still, FWIW, which means for what it's worth. I was pretty busy all that day. Sad face. Tell us more about that. Doing, action scene. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, the security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. He certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. A lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WB twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch, Roths. Rolling on the floor, starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak, the assistant cooked some up. Ugh. Come to think of it, there was a plate with bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else? Meaning that the witness did not eat with them. Meaning in Studio 2 trailer. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least, can't you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix! Yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? There were plates out there in the Studio 2, weren't there? Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What do you want, Sweats? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. Drew. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting. You didn't take a single break. Well... Yeah, not one. But, what's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops, raffle. Well... Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Uh-oh. Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job! If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify about to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Erk! Heh. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only enough time for you to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me, Steams. I don't think it would be enough. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Well, you may begin the cross-examination. Break. Take a break. Minutes. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table? Oh, right. The other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time to say someone committed murder. That's speculation. Why is that? I have to say, you look like a guy who gets through his meals pretty fast. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. Lol. Well, Phoenix? That testimony was too short to bring any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45. Yeah, someone could have gone to commit the murder. 2:30! That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise. Oh, no. Hold on. Not all. Oh. So it was blocked off between... Fuck. Hold up. Press his first statement. 2:30 till 2:45. Could have gone, yes. Why is that? Oh. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? Yeah, it's kind of impossible. I don't want to write off so many potential suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agreed that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. Mrs. Monkey? At around 12:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. I mean, you can climb over that. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we've seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. But what? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore had no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is the decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid we would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered his victim. Order. I will have order. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks they think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero, children. Who are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worried that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, alright. Alright, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hatkins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness? I mean, Cody? He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident? Got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer the bearded gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, but photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. But my apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify unless he could bring it. If he couldn't bring it. I'd like a special permission, if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had the camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident. Witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. Then I came out by the studio where I saw when I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Back hurts a little bit. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see and hear, honestly. Off the path? Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow. Let's see. Got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Well, so Jackhammer? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. How? What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. He didn't have his camera with him. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? Seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix! Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, I have to... Camera. Gotta have to have... Cody, what do you... Oh, hey Asher. It's been a while. How's it going? Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? Oh, you're on your other account. Okay, that makes sense. You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. Changing accounts gives you the mental break you need. That's fair. Kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. We have 2 accounts for your sanity. You didn't bring it, did you? Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? Well, what? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Huh? That all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Oh, well, he kinda has to. Be a hard ass because the lawyer. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Whether you hate yourself enough to play Doom 3 again? I don't know. Why wasn't the bad guy moving? What? Well, because Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that. Okay, I think this is the best we're gonna. Just something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Try some heart. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Oh, I've been doing pretty good. I just started a job at Starbucks. I'm still learning everything. Like, I don't know how to make that many drinks. Like, by memory. But I've met some pretty good people. Something's bothering me. Or you said that you couldn't take your eyes off action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? Alright. Well. What's the meaning of this? Witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I can show evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? The camera was still new. Here is my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. Whoa, what's your problem, Pops? Got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. He wanted you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody? There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed out the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix? I'll bet you more than anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right, Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hawkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. There's gotta be more. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something I can use. Cody? Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody? There's no way he would have erased. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take pictures when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright. What exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. Oh, no. Wait, no way! Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have... Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why... Because he would have kept them if they were blurry, because he has so many photos. He wouldn't have erased them by mistake. Because I think you can just go in the trash of the fucking camera and go get the things back you deleted. That's the only option. I can only think of one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win! That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No, wait, no! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. Same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness? I mean Cody? Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Flag! Aw, poor guy. Cody. That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right? Wow, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Wow! Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. I always feel like I need to read really fast whatever they show just their faces. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying that the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to the Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. Now remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Oh, the old lady is even big. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Oh. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. There was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. Whoa, what? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. If. Here. This is it. Oh, Studio 2. Well, looking at this, it's a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This is a decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Yeah? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Dude, you're in Studio 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a number 2. Clearly not a 1. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the sealed guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what we do see in this photo was taken at the time of the murder. It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Studio 2. Here at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break-in to the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could have not gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2! Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Ah. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Not that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Powers and Mr. Hammer ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an amazing idea. Fingerprint the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. Suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackett's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him? Why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby. Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. But me too. But really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting? I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Ho ho, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks, Sniff. To be continued. Okay. Okay. I think this is gonna be it today. I'm running low on insulin, so I need to take care of that. Take care of myself. So, it's been great hanging out with y'all. I've been really enjoying playing Phoenix Wright. And yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye!